Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have the G11 G11MINI. So let's open it up and take a look at everything that we get inside. And I'm kind of excited because I'm actually going to be doing a durability test. And what I mean by that is I'm going to actually intentionally crash this drone into something. Might be a little bit of a surprise. And we're going to see how it reacts, recovers, and if we can still use the drone afterwards. So let's open this up. And it comes wrapped really well. So I'm basically just going to kind of cut through this little seal that we had back here. It's got some cellophane we'll get off of this. Okay. I think I cut this seal pretty good, but let's just go through that again. Okay. So right away, I really like this drone because it comes with a case, and if you know me, I love anything that comes in a case. For one, I mean, that's just like a little extra margin of quality that you get. So I just want to flip over these batteries because a lot of times they have those codes and stuff on them, so we're going to put those off to the side. So that is your remote, and it's got a little cheat sheet card on that. So yeah, that's pretty great as long as I don't flip it out of control there. So that opens up, and that is where you would mount your phone, which is basically going to be your control screen. Just kind of give you an idea. I have one of the larger Android phones with a case, and that fits nice on there. So let's take that off. And I love how that comes down, and then you have a antenna that comes up through the back. So pretty neat. Like I said, you'll be able to control everything from there. And let's take a look at everything that's on this remote. So here is a lot of your extra controls. Your joystick, your power button. So that activates right away. And then it is rechargeable, so that is your rechargeable port on that. So let's get this drone up and out of the bag. And I mean, it's got a very cool like green hue to it. So that's how you would open that up. And then these are just some foam for traveling. And I opened the legs the wrong way. Okay, so it's these top ones first, the ones that have the landing gear. And then that's your bottom one. And then those are some pieces of foam. I guess we can probably hang on to them to make traveling a little bit easier. And then that is your lens cover. So these are always rather peculiar to open, but so that's cool. Actually, let's do that again. I really like how that's situated here. I think that's probably the best lens protecting cover I've ever seen. So just pull down on this, and then it's kind of like on a hinge, and that comes out completely. So yeah, all right. Very, very well designed. Very well designed. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. Let's see everything else that we get up here. There are a bunch of things. So it looks like these are going to be some accessories. Let's get that. Oh, those are your blades. I'm not even going to open it. So we'll put that back until we need those later. I'm going to actually put these little travel pieces in here. So I travel a lot in my drone, so that's actually a nice little hidden feature that I didn't realize that it came with. And then let's open this up. So here are a bunch of cables, and you do get a screwdriver that comes with that. So we put that screwdriver back there, and let's get these power cables out and going. because we want to make sure that we have enough charge and everything so we can get some good flights. So let's see what this one is. So that's a C. And I think we need the micro. Okay, so this is the micro. So this is going to be for the remote to get that powered up. So let's open that up. So it's kind of like that pyramid triangle looking. And let's see if we see any lights on there showing it's charging. Yep, under there. So that's the red light. So my delusion is that probably either goes out, turns green, I'm not sure, but we'll put that off on the side. Let that charge up for a little bit. And then let's get these batteries out, because you get 2 batteries. So you can have twice the fun, which is pretty neat. Let's tear these out of their plastic. It's got like a green hue to it as well. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's little things. So you have your USB-C right there on the side that you can start charging the batteries. So let's get this port going. And then you can kind of see how it's charging. It gives you an idea of how much battery life is actually in there. So it looks like they're just above halfway charged. So we'll have to let this definitely charge up for a little bit. And then we'll plug this one in as well. Let's see how much juice this one has. And again, delusion is it's probably going to be about halfway charged. If I can get the USB situated the correct way. So yeah, this one's just below half. So we're going to let them charge up for a little bit. So you get a safety guide, safety disclaimer, and a user manual. So make sure that you read through the manual. Make sure that you read through the manual. There is a lot to these, and you want to make sure that you get the most fun out of them as you can and flight time. So there's just a couple things in here. It looks like they have like a couple setup videos, a couple apps that you can go through and use. And more importantly, so let's take a closer look at this. So you do have a port to put a memory card in, which I highly recommend doing. And we are going to use a PNY memory card. So let's open this up. Okay, so installing the memory card, it kind of gives you a really cool little cutout so you can kind of know which direction it's going to go. So basically, so the face of, I guess it's what it describes what kind of memory card you have, that goes up. So the little copper parts that are underneath that chip, they go down when you're inserting that. So yeah, that's cool. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go through the setup process outside. We're going to let these batteries charge up for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. And stay tuned. Okay, so we are outside, and I figure I get kind of a bird's eye view angle before we start flying the drone around. So get your instruction manual. And I can't show you this because of privacy issues, but you can download the app and install it onto your Android or your Apple device. Very easy to do. And then we're going to get right into getting started. So we are going to open up our remote, and then we are going to mounting my iPhone onto the controller. So like so. So if you have a cover, it's probably a good idea to take the cover off just to get that up and going. And then I have the antenna basically up and out on the back so you can see. And then we're going to go to select flying area. So we're going to be taking off from my deck here. So pretty clear area. Pairing the controller with the aircraft. So you want to do a short press and a long press button until your aircraft makes a startup sound. So it's basically going to be like a press and then a long press. So we'll put the battery in. So the battery's in. And again, make sure that you have your memory card installed and ready to go. And then what you do is a quick press and then a long press. And then that will start that up for you. And then next we are going to start our remote. So you have your power button here. And then that is going to look for the drone. And then we want to basically open our phone up. And then we have our app ready to go. So hopefully you can see that without too much of a glare. And then you want to hit start flying. Read through the instructions. Hit start. And at this point, make sure you take your camera cover off completely. And then it's going to go through kind of like a setup video for you. Okay, so that is the video part. And we're going to X out of that video, but you can feel free to go through that. Okay, and then in your Wi-Fi settings, it's basically you're looking for the G11 G11MINI. So we're going to connect to that. All right, and then we're going to go back to the okay, so after we connect the Wi-Fi, go back into your app, and it's going to, if it's the first time you're using your TF card, it's actually going to ask if you want to format it. So in this case, we will. And then step one is going to be asking for a compass calibration. So basically, we are taking the drone and just turning it a couple times. And then with that, it's basically going to be done calibrating. And then next it's going to be looking for the other part of the compass calibration, which we hold it vertically like this and we spin it. So basically it says done calibration, and then it says place on level ground, calibration icon to calibrate. And it's going to do a quick calibration. So we are basically ready to go, and you can see the camera is functioning properly. Okay, so we did that, ready for takeoff. So push up on the joystick and that will get you ready to take off and fly. But we're going to test the card file, so we're going to put it into, you have camera and then video mode. You can switch back and forth pretty easily on that. So we're just going to hit record, and then just make sure the recording mode goes off. And then we are going to kind of set it out this way. All right, then when you're ready for takeoff, you basically just hold the joystick up and that will start you. And we are ready for takeoff. And away we go. Camera. Okay, so we are going to do a durability test. So I got the camera running on the drone, and we're going to run into the back of the Hummer and see how it survives a crash. And yeah, I'd say that survived. The only thing that happened was it pushed the arms out of the way, but let's do another takeoff and see how it does. And everything seems like it's working properly. So I think we can probably go one more crash test. All right, so far so good. And that was 2 crashes. Survived really well. And seems like everything is responding really well to this. All right, Brian from Garage Mahal with your durability test. And yeah, thanks for watching and be safe out there. And yeah, I'd say that survived. The only thing that happened was it pushed the arms out of the way, but let's do another takeoff and see how it does. So far so good. And that's 2 crashes. Everything's responding really well to it. Alright, back to Garage Mahal with the durability test. Thanks for watching and be safe out there.